Tonight, protests growing in Minneapolis after 2 U.S. citizens were killed by ICE agents. Demonstrators staging sit-ins at Target stores demanding accountability. Now, Target says it doesn't have an agreement with immigration enforcement agencies. Meanwhile, a court challenge to remove ICE agents from Minnesota hits a roadblock. Tonight, outrage growing as new details emerge from the millions of newly released Justice Department records on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Amongst the thousands of photos, these never-before-seen images of former Prince Andrew, who was stripped of his royal titles last year over his relationship with Epstein, now seen here, crouched over a young woman, her face redacted. We continue to follow the breaking news that has stunned millions of Americans. President Donald Trump was injured during an apparent assassination attempt. The president is safe and recovering after the attack at a rally in Pennsylvania. According to Trump, he was shot in the ear. The Secret Service says that suspected gunman is now dead. 4 people are dead and 8 others wounded after a man drove into a church and opened fire. Police say the 40-year-old suspect rammed a truck into a church before setting a fire and firing shots with an assault weapon. Hundreds of people were inside for Sunday service at the time. Investigators believe he deliberately set the building on fire. Governor J.B. Pritzker saying he received the order from the Pentagon this morning. Now it's unclear when or where the troops will be deployed. Pritzker also saying the Department of War gave him an ultimatum to, quote, call up your troops or we will. This order follows similar deployments in Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. He reportedly abandoned his vehicle in a wooded area and was later taken into custody. Authorities say he had a loaded handgun, $3,000 in cash, and a fixed-blade hunting knife at the time of arrest. Roberts had a prior weapons possession in Pennsylvania in 2022, for which he pled guilty. ICE says Roberts was in the U.S. illegally under a final order of removal issued in May 2024 and had no work authorization. Officers on scene telling our photojournalist they were responding to a domestic disturbance and a possible hostage situation. They also had to clear the area after concerns of a gas leak and explosion threat, and Mid-American Energy was called out to inspect and secure the area. From what we saw, a man came out to surrender and was handcuffed by squads around 6:42. The homeowner told crews everyone was out of the house except for his dog. The crews quickly went inside to extinguish the fire and rescued the dog, reuniting it with its owner. Hurricane Gabriel exploding in strength over the Atlantic waters. The National Hurricane Center says the hurricane is now a Category 3 storm with sustained winds of 120 miles per hour. Gabriel is expected to continue rapidly intensifying. The storm is about 200 miles southeast of Bermuda. It'll track north and is not expected to make landfall in Bermuda.
We're looking at about 17,000 power outages in the Quad Cities, Illinois area, and it is also now affecting the Quad Cities, Iowa, with about 1,600. And in Moline specifically, we're looking at about 2,500 outages. A lot of people without power, especially in our area, but even as you go, as we were talking earlier about our southern hometowns, a lot of outages out there, especially in Lee County, Iowa. As we mentioned, a third of people without power.
We're tracking some light snow showers and some freezing drizzle in our area tonight, as you might have seen if you've been outside. Peter, where are we at with current conditions and what people can expect out there on the roads? We're issuing a weather impact alert for tomorrow. Weather anchor Peter Warner joins us now to break that all down. Peter, do all these, house fires and everything we're seeing, is that anything to do with conditions outside?
The Super Bowl is just kicking off as millions of fans turn their attention to Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Super Bowl 60 is underway with the Seattle Seahawks and New England Patriots facing off on football's biggest stage. Both teams making final adjustments as new head coaches chase their first Super Bowl title. And News 8's Jonas Evans is in Davenport with a group watching the big game right now. And while they may look like they're at a bar, it's quite the opposite. Jonas?
For the first time ever, Davenport has a charter school, Horizon Science Academy, wrapping up its first week with a ribbon cutting as Lieutenant Governor Chris Knoyer was in attendance.
Right, so while yesterday was the first day of tournament play, today is the last day you can donate to Birdies for Charity. Now, they've raised $173 million since 1971.
Still ahead, guess who's back? Caitlin Clark makes a statement in her return from injury. We've got all the highlights next in News 8 Sports.
Car wash.
Car
yes,
wash.
Car wash.
Not
why
surprised.
Yeah.
John Deere tractor. Oh, okay.
And truck eating overpass. Yes. See that one every day.
The scarf on.
Still got the hand warmers.
You get the hand warmers. Yeah.
They have 13 segments with hairy bristles. They're black on the ends and reddish brown in the middle, as you can see right there.
You had heard of it, right?
I don't think so. No, no, I really don't think
now
so.
we're educating him and
no,
re-educating.
the woolly worm. No.
He wanted to remind people that it's evil.
Oh, look at that thing. A famous figure in paranormal folklore making an appearance in Rock Island. The infamous Annabelle doll is on display at the Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo.
Oh no! Slam him! With a face full of Pringles. He's even further away.
Well, a face full of Pringles from El Pringel is right. The Alternating Currents Festival keeping the energy high today in Rock Island. Fans gathering outside Wake Brewing for the Rumble in Rocktown, a showcase of live pro wrestling.
It feels pretty good in here. Yeah, we got some AC. It's a little bit warmer than out in the newsroom. Almost got to get a blanket out there. It's a little cold in there, but yeah, studio's feeling pretty good.